Okay, video of Howard Restor-a-finish on a thrift store table. This finish is scratched up in a lot of places, missing a lot of finish. We're gonna see if it works. I don't know if it's gonna work. Color is a reddish brown. I have walnut because that's what Home Depot had. They didn't have the red cherry brown, but you can see what the table looks like. A lot of scratches, nicks, just about everything. Missing finish. It's a little bit wet. It's already cleaned. So this is before. This is the bad part. I don't think it's gonna work, but we'll see what happens. All right, doing a test in an inconspicuous spot. See what the color looks like. Using steel wool because it's pretty scratched. I'll put kind of a lot on here, but we'll see. Using pretty good pressure. I'm just kind of scratching that finish away right there. Might not work. I'm gonna go ahead and go down on this leg. This thing's so messed up, it doesn't matter anyway. We'll just see what happens. There's some more scratches down at the bottom. Going with the grain, steel wool goes on. Try doing the other side here. This side over here. Scratch. Yeah, kind of filled that one in. Just go down the leg. Let's cover a small area at a time and wipe dry. Well, it definitely restores the sheen, the satin sheen. There. It looks a lot better. The major scratches where there was pretty much no finish are still there. Okay.
Okay, going to try this on the top to just see what it looks like. I decided to go ahead and push through. You can see it's emulsifying a little bit. Little bubbles, shadow. I'm doing a light pressure with steel wool. It doesn't really mix well with the spots where there were a little finish. But I'm gonna try a little bit more. A little more. See if I can get it to spread around. Yeah, if I push too hard, it kind of pulls out that old finish. The finish comes really sensitive. I think it'll look better once I wipe it off too. Yeah, it kind of colors in the spots, and it's gonna look better. It's not a new finish, but I think it's gonna look better. Do the side here. It says with the grain. I know this is not with the grain, but it's so. Okay, keep the eyes.
Okay, wiping off now. Yeah, you know, that's a lot better. Gets a nice sheen, satin sheen. Almost like you used a bunch of Old English or that pine scent stuff. Gives it a little bit of a sheen. But it doesn't fill in the missing finishes a lot when you're really looking at it. We'll see what it looks like after putting the beeswax on it. Feed wax, that's what it's called. Okay. All right, it's about 30 minutes later. Finished doing the whole table, including the legs. You can see the scratches are pretty much filled in a lot of places, but one thing I did notice, if the finish is really thin, the Restor-a-finish will color it in a little bit, but it won't completely emulsify all the finish. So if I go, you can see there where it's real scratch, that it colored it in, but when you're looking at it from a different angle, it looks okay. Some angles good, some angles bad. So for a quick job, really good. It only took half hour to do all the legs and everything, and you can see, you know, it fills in all those scratches a little bit. I did a quick job. I didn't spend too much time, but a lot better. There's a leg that's done there. Got all those white marks and scratches under there. Same with all the spots there, but much better. We'll see what happens after I put the feed and wax on it now. Going to try to apply the feed and wax now. It's been about 30 minutes, which is what's recommended by the Restor-a-finish. Apply liberally, it said, and then rub it on. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna do this over the whole table. come over here. Let's see what it is. Yeah, come over here. Go ahead. So you can see that. You can see what it does to the missing finishes part. You can see what it does to the missing finishes part. It doesn't really do anything. I think it's just more of a protective coat. So I'm gonna do this to the whole table and we'll see what happens. Put the feed and wax on there. Haven't wiped it down yet. Gives it more of a sheen, like if you put Old English or Pine Sol on it. You can see the sheen. And it's a little bit of a slick, wet feel right now. I put it on liberally everywhere. I'll wipe it down and then show you the final, but it's looking better. All right, rubbing off the feed and wax now. It's a little bit wet, and you can kind of just rub off the excess, it looks like. And kind of just polishes it up. Feels pretty smooth, nice and smooth. Still, where the finish is worn, it's worn. I guess that's all it is. It's been colored a little by the Restor-a-finish, but overall, easy to do, much better. All right, overall finished product. Feed and wax is done, buffed out. Nice and smooth, a little more glossy. More importantly, it's gonna last for a couple more years without having to do anything serious to it. I think the wife will be happy, that's the most important part. And even better, it only took an hour or two, so ready for dinner, just in time.